Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return, Tremont Smith. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
Let's go. Yellow, 43.
Check pass. Check four. Back.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go. Hey, watch that.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Our two quarterbacks in this one certainly have a history together. They finished 1-2 in the Heisman voting in 2018 with Murray getting the award, but it was Tua who got the last laugh when his Crimson Tide beat Murray's Sooners 45-34 on their way to a national championship. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, they just didn't. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Stephon Sullivan with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Dolphins nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Tua. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Pickup on the play.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On the ground, exploded. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
The 2nd down.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Let's go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Going up top. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Now 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He'll return it from the 6. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. Here's Bowden. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run with Bowden. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The stop made by
After
Jordan.
1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cardinals 7, Dolphins nothing.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Tua going to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
40, check. I got him. 44, Mike, 44.
On first down, Drake. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Ball carrier.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
9-yard line.
Kenyon Drake certainly kind of a little more keyed up for this one. Remember, he was traded by the Dolphins to the Cardinals at midseason last year in the middle of the Dolphins restructuring, shall we say. And in 3.5 years in South Florida, Drake ran for better than 1,500 yards with 15 total touchdowns. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, it's Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Eric Reed on the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Bound to lose one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
At the 10-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass. Watch quick.
They'll run it here with Bowden. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down.
Big stop, Pete. Big stop.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
It's 4th down.
Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Dolphins nothing.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's got
what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Miami.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. He's scared.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete to
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And the
Well,
Dolphins
remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 16-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I got you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
To throw again, Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Mike 5'5", Mike 55, Mike 5'5".
They'll start the drive with Drake, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4.
55's mine, guys, 55. Rip right. Watch the edge.
They stay on the ground with Drake. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Kenyon Drake on the carry.
And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
35-yard line.
Murray now on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Cardinals.
The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. Rabbit.
To throw is Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a man back from a serious knee injury. It's Lamar Miller, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
48 for Mike. It's going to be a long day. Long day. Big Ed.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's put that team on the box. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day, just like that. Just in time.
They'll try it again with Bowden. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
8-yard line.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He can't hang.
Looking to pass. Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. All day, baby, all day. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got you.
From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover. When we get back, you are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Come on now, come on.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker McCann set to
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
And Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
So we got man.
Murray now. And now here is another interception. The rookie, Brandon Jones, picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it's going to be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
2 and now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 and a throw again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Miami.
Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
His kick,
and he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Dolphins 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll run on first down. Drake. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Right back to Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, it's Drake. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
In the face. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, here we go.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Drop deep, drop deep. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Murray on the keeper.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me?